Laziness does not destroy your life in one dramatic moment. It does it slowly by stealing your time, your discipline, and your confidence. The saddest part is not that others stop believing in you, it's that you stop believing in yourself. But the same boy who wastes his days can one day prove everyone wrong if he first proves himself right. In a quiet settlement surrounded by open land and wide skies, there lived a boy named Aaron. The place had no famous landmarks, no grand history. It could have belonged to any nation. People there woke early, worked hard, and valued effort. Aaron, however, valued comfort. He loved sleeping late. He loved saying, "I'll do it tomorrow." He loved watching others work while he imagined his future success. He spoke often about becoming wealthy, strong, and respected. Yet when the sun rose, he turned to the other side of his bed. His father would knock gently on his door. "Aaron, come help in the fields." "5 more minutes," Aaron would mumble. 5 minutes became 30. 30 became an hour. By the time he arrived outside, most of the work was already done. At first, people excused him. "He's young," they said. "He'll grow out of it." But years passed, and Aaron did not grow, at least not in discipline. He avoided responsibility. When given a task, he delayed it. When faced with difficulty, he quit. He blamed the weather, the tools, the timing, anything but himself. Yet inside, he carried a secret frustration. At night, lying awake, he imagined a different version of himself: strong, respected, successful. In his mind, he gave powerful speeches and achieved great things. But when morning came, that version disappeared. One afternoon, while others repaired a broken fence after a storm, Aaron sat under a tree watching. "Why don't you help?" one of his friends asked. "I'm thinking," Aaron replied lazily. "About what?" "About my future." His friend laughed. "Your future is being built right now. And you're not even lifting a hammer." The words stung, but Aaron ignored them. Weeks later, a village competition was announced. Young men would compete in strength, endurance, and problem-solving challenges. The winner would receive a reward and public recognition. Aaron felt a spark of excitement. "This is my chance," he thought. For days he spoke confidently about winning. "You?" someone said jokingly. "You get tired walking uphill." Aaron smiled proudly. "You'll see." The competition day arrived. The first challenge was simple: carry heavy sacks across a field within a time limit. Aaron underestimated it. He lifted the first sack confidently, but halfway across the field, his arms trembled. Sweat poured down his face. His breathing grew heavy. Others passed him easily. By the second round, he was exhausted. The next challenge required focus and patience, solving a practical problem using limited tools. Aaron grew frustrated quickly. When his solution failed, he threw the tools aside. By the end of the competition, his name was nowhere near the top. As he walked home, humiliation followed him like a shadow. That night, he lay awake again, but this time, the imaginary successful version of himself did not appear. Instead, a painful realization settled in. I am not unlucky. I am unprepared. For the first time, he did not blame others. The next morning, his father knocked on his door as usual. "Aaron, come help in the fields." Aaron stared at the ceiling. His body felt heavy. His mind whispered, "Sleep. You can change tomorrow." But another voice, quieter, firmer, spoke within him. "If not today, then never." Slowly, he sat up. That was the first battle he won, not against the world, but against his own comfort. The work felt harder than ever. His muscles ached. He wanted to quit by mid-morning. But he stayed. The next day, he woke up again before his father knocked. He began setting small goals, not grand speeches. Not dramatic promises. Just simple commitments. Wake up early. Finish one task fully. Exercise for 30 minutes. No excuses. The first week was brutal. His body resisted. His mind protested loudly. "You deserve rest. You worked yesterday. No one cares anyway." But Aaron began noticing something strange. Every time he completed a task he didn't feel like doing, a small spark of pride appeared inside him. It was not loud like motivation. It was steady like confidence. Weeks turned into months. Aaron stopped announcing his plans. He worked quietly. When others rested, he trained. When tasks appeared, he volunteered. People began to notice. "Is that really Aaron?" someone whispered one afternoon as he repaired tools without being asked. His friends were confused. "What happened to you?" Aaron simply smiled. "I got tired of being tired." Another competition was announced the following year. This time, Aaron did not boast. He prepared in silence. On the day of the event, he felt nervous but strong. The first challenge began, carrying heavy sacks across the field. This time his steps were steady, his breathing controlled. He did not rush. He did not stop. He finished among the top participants. The problem-solving round came next. Instead of reacting emotionally when the solution failed, he paused, adjusted, tried again. When the results were announced, his name stood at the top. The crowd applauded. His father's eyes shone with pride. His friends cheered. But the greatest victory was invisible. Aaron had proven something, not to the village, not to the competitors, but to himself. That he was capable. That laziness had never been his identity. It had been a habit. Years later, Aaron became known for his discipline and work ethic. Young boys who once mocked him now asked for advice. One evening, a boy approached him quietly. "I'm like you used to be," the boy admitted. "Lazy. I want to change. But I don't feel motivated." Aaron looked at him thoughtfully. "Motivation is a visitor," he said. "It comes and goes. Discipline is a resident. It stays if you feed it daily." He paused and added, "You don't overcome laziness by waiting to feel different. You overcome it by acting different, even when you feel the same." The boy nodded slowly. Aaron watched him leave, remembering the days when he too waited for some magical transformation. He had once believed he needed inspiration to act. Now he understood the truth. Action creates inspiration. And here is what most people never realize. The lazy boy in this story is not weak. He is not hopeless. He is simply unaware of his own strength. The boy is none but the version of you who hasn't decided yet. Laziness is not your destiny. It is a choice repeated daily, just like discipline. You do not need to prove yourself to the world first. Prove yourself in the small moments. When the alarm rings, when the task feels boring, when excuses appear. Win those silent battles and your life will change. The moment you defeat your comfort, you begin building your confidence.